It was a weekend where some Black Stars players made the headlines, basking in the goals for their respective clubs abroad. And we're going to talk about the Ghanaian players who stood out scoring goals over the weekend in various leagues such as England and in the French League. There is more coming up right here on Sports Update Ghana. All you have to do is subscribe to my channel, like, share, and don't forget to leave a comment. So now let's get right into it and start off with the first person who was able to make the headlines over the weekend, and that is Ghana's infamous striker, that is Antoine Semenyo. The Ghanaian striker was under the starting role in Bournemouth's 5-1 victory against West Bromwich Albion in the FA Cup game, and the striker was able to score a goal and also get an assist in the game. Antoine Semenyo, with his goal, has now scored 6 goals this season and has 3 assists in the ongoing season in England. His goal against West Bromwich was the first time he was scoring in the FA Cup, although he had played for Bristol City in the past, joining Bournemouth 2 seasons ago. Well, he's now scored his first goal in the FA Cup, and not only did he score his first goal in the FA Cup, Antoine Semenyo also got an assist in the FA Cup to send his team, that is Bournemouth, to the next round of the FA Cup in England. Well, the second Ghanaian player to make the headlines was Kamaldeen as he scored his first goal of the season for Southampton as they came up against Swansea City. Well, we all know the issues that Kamaldeen has had to go through with injuries and also not getting enough playing time under former Southampton coach who was sacked recently. And before he was sacked, in his last game, the previous Southampton coach brought on Kamaldeen in a match as a substitute in the second half and substituted the player again because, according to him, Kamaldeen was not picking up in the game, which got me very, very worried because Kamaldeen is such a productive player when he's on the pitch, but the coach did not believe in him. However, the new coach at Southampton believes so much in Kamaldeen that in their game against Swansea, he handed the youngster a starting role in the game. And guess what? Kamaldeen made sure he utilized the opportunity that was given, and under just 20 minutes, Kamaldeen scored the first goal, and after scoring, he created a chance with an assist for his teammate to score the second goal to ensure that they ended up beating Swansea City to make it to the next round of the English FA Cup. So yes, that was how Kamaldeen announced his presence once again in England after going through trials and tribulations with injuries and having to sit on the bench for quite a long time. Well, in the game involving Arsenal versus Manchester United, Black Stars captain, that is Thomas Partey, came on as a substitute, and prior to his coming, the game was 1-1, and it was Manchester United's captain, that is Bruno Fernandes, who scored the first goal in the game for Manchester United, and shortly after, Gabriel scored the equalizer for Arsenal, and Manchester United were reduced to 10 men on the pitch as Diego Dalot was shown a red card, and guess what? Thomas Partey had to be introduced in the game. Arsenal, with 11 men on the pitch, couldn't beat 10 men Manchester United, and that was very, very shocking. But as the game went on to extra time and penalties, Thomas Partey was one of the few players who were able to score their goals in the penalty shootouts. But for Arsenal, well, one of their players missed the penalty kick, and that is Kai Havertz, which saw Arsenal getting booted out of the FA Cup by a struggling Manchester United side who had to play 60 minutes of action with just 10 men on the pitch. So yes, that was how Thomas Partey performed for Arsenal's game against Manchester United. Also, striker, that is Jordan Ayew, was in action for Leicester City as they defeated QPR in the FA Cup. Leicester City won the game by 6 goals to 2, and Jordan Ayew couldn't contribute much in their goal scoring, but he came on to play some few minutes in the game. One of the highlights for this weekend was in Sunderland's game against Stoke City. Although Sunderland lost the game to Stoke City by 2 goals to 1, it was a joy to see Abdul Salis finally back in action. Abdul Salis Samed had not played a game for Sunderland since joining them on loan from RC Lens, and it got me really worried. But it turns out that the Ghanaian player was injured, and after 5 months of being sidelined, Abdul Salisu was able to come on as a substitute for Sunderland in their 2-1 defeat to Stoke City as they were knocked out from the English FA Cup. Now, enough of talking about players in England. Let's travel to the French Ligue 1, where in the French Ligue 1, well, Enes Nyama came on as a substitute for his team, that is Olympique Lyon, as they lost to Brest in that particular match. Yes, it was shocking for everyone to see Brest defeat Olympique Lyon in that game, but well, sometimes that's how football goes, and Enes Nyama came on as a substitute in the game to contribute, but unfortunately they couldn't even get a draw in the game. Well, Ghanaian attacker, that is Ayew, was also in action for Le Havre for his second match starting for Le Havre this season, and guess what? Ayew managed to score his second consecutive goal in the French Ligue 1 as they came up against RC Lens. Ayew scored the first goal for his team, that is Le Havre, in the 8th minute. And Ayew, after scoring, really celebrated this goal, and shortly after, RC Lens equalized and later scored the winner to beat Le Havre in the game. But it's a delight to see Ayew scoring goals once again at the age of 35, and Ayew keeps scoring and scoring. Last weekend, he managed to score a goal against Olympique Marseille, and he didn't celebrate that goal, and got the plaudits of fans who came to watch the game. Now, let's wrap it all up with Mohamed Salisu as he played for AS Monaco in the game against Nantes, which ended 2-2. Nantes scored the first 2 goals before AS Monaco came from behind to draw 2-2 with them at home, and it was Ghana's defender, that is Mohamed Salisu, who scored the equalizer to ensure that at least AS Monaco pick up a point in their game against Nantes. And the goal happens to be Mohamed Salisu's first goal in the league, in the French Ligue 1. Since joining AS Monaco, he has managed to score in the Champions League, but not in the league, and he managed to score that goal with a header. And in all the leagues that Mohamed Salisu has played, his first goals are often with a header. When he was in the Spanish La Liga, he scored with a header. When he went to Southampton, he scored with a header in his first league goal in the Premier League. And now in the French Ligue 1, he has once again shown that he has a good head for scoring goals, and he scored for AS Monaco in their 2-2 draw against Nantes. Well, on that note, we wrap up here on Sports Update Ghana. Thanks for doing the watching. My name is Joseph Adamafiu, and it's always a pleasure coming your way with a sports update. Until then, please do subscribe, like, share, and don't forget to leave a comment. I'm out for now.